Let me talk about UCLA for a second. So Lonzo Ball, his stats don't jump off after 2 games, but he's really a dominant player. And I think you could make a compelling argument that Lonzo Ball's the best player in this tournament. He played great last night against the Cincinnati team known for defense, and he shredded them. He shredded them. Steve Alford, according to various internet reports, is either interested in the Indiana job or they're interested in him. He makes about $2.5 million at UCLA. It is suspected that Indiana would pay in the 4s. Sometimes in life, there are just perfect points to get out of a relationship. Maybe you don't want to break up. Maybe you'd rather she breaks up with you. But we've all been in a company or at a relationship, and you know it's over, and you're just kind of hoping you can smoothly transition out. I wonder for Steve Alford if the timing's not perfect. Here's why. Indiana really wants Steve Alford. Greg Marshall at Wichita State, wife looks like a looney bird. And so I think that could scare them off if you watch what happened this weekend. She's crazy. And Alford is your favorite son. The other Ball brothers aren't nearly as good as Lonzo Ball, and yet you're going to have to deal with LeVar Ball for the next several years, the dad, and the kids aren't as good. Arizona now is rolling as a program, and so is Gonzaga, and so is Oregon's got a great coach. USC's even interesting now. And here you're Steve Alford. You're not from this part of the country. Your recruiting's been okay. You got LeVar Ball hanging over the program, and now his son who can actually play is leaving. You lose your best 2 players on the team. If you beat Kentucky, that's an incredibly high note, and my guess is it's going to be a real close game. I don't know who I lean on that game. I like the length and the defense. I think Kentucky probably has a better roster, but Ball's really a difference maker. But it kind of feels like to me, remember last year in this town in Los Angeles, Alford had his first bad year, and they were flying banners all over the city, fire Steve Alford. He had to write an apology letter in the paper. This could be one of those instances where Alford deep down is saying, I'm losing my 2 best players. I still got the dad hovering over the program, and the only one of his sons that can play is leaving. UCLA historically pays in sunshine. They don't pay as much as other top basketball programs. And Indiana now has had too many misses at head coach. Between Kelvin Sampson and Tom Crean, they've had misses back-to-back. And when these big Michigan footballs, Alabama footballs, when you get several misses as an athletic director, you run out of chances. Okay? You whiff the next coach, you're getting fired as an athletic director, and your pension's not going to be as big. So my feeling is they feel with Alford, they're just going to load up the truck in Indiana, and they think that there's not a lot of candidates out there. Alford is now winning at a high-pressure, big city team. So this is a very interesting situation with Alford.